Hello everyone, welcome back to my episode with Risi, who, if you didn't watch the last episode, is my guru, my teacher, my friend that I just completed a Tantra and Yoga teacher training with back in May in Bali. In the previous episode, we discussed the spiritual and scientific benefits and origins of fasting with Risi because he is both a doctor and a spiritual teacher. If fasting is something you're interested in, or any form of detoxing, which is an essential part of yoga, please get in touch because my friend and roommate from Bali, Daniela, has a detox program that she runs for liver cleansing, kidney cleansing, and anti-parasite as well. She's a Chinese medicine doctor and is amazing and does it virtually, so I've linked it in the show notes of both episodes, and you can use a discount code to get 20% off, which is also in the show notes. So enjoy this episode where we dive into all things yoga, tantra, and the misconceptions of it in the modern world. Lots of love! So I think now would be a great time to dive more into yoga and talk about how there are misconceptions about it in the Western world, where it's become, as you say, a circus or something that's just about fitness.
Exactly.
But our slogan, or Risi's slogan, is fitness for the witness.
Exactly. So yoga and tantra, both I can say, fitness for the witness. Both are tools to make your body, breath, mind, emotions, feelings, sensuality, sexuality, relationship, everything in such a way that every act, every activity of your life becomes a support to your spiritual journey. So yoga is a tool for reaching to samadhi. That's why it's called 8 limbs. 8 limbs is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Samadhi is the last limb of yoga. So when everything is together, asana means your body, you have understood the body and its movement, and you have brought the intensity, the energy, the passion of mindfulness at your cellular level. That's asana. And through that mindfulness, you have come to a stillness and joyfulness in your body. A blissfulness, a well-being has reached into your cellular mechanism. That's asana. Breath work. Breath awareness, pranayama, then withdrawing the energy from unnecessary things, kind of time management, energy management, emotional management. So all this has to be taken care of. Then you reach to a point in your mind, in your conscious mind, in your subconscious mind, unconscious mind, where there is no dark corner in it. You have explored every part of your mind and your being.
It's bringing consciousness and awareness to all parts of you.
Exactly. Awareness is the light. You take that light and go to every corner of your mind, and nothing is unobserved anymore. You have observed every single movement of thought, feeling, emotion. By the way, emotion, the very word emotion is something is on motion.
Energy and motion.
Energy and motion. So it's people take it too seriously. Oh, I'm so angry. In the morning you are feeling angry, in the evening you feel loving. Don't you see the game? It's changing all the time. You don't need to take it so seriously. So just sit back and watch the movie of your emotion.
Yeah.
It comes and goes. You don't have to take yourself so seriously.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we have so much fun.
Talking about fun, yogis should have 4 qualities in their life.
Yeah.
Karuna, Maitri, Mudita, Upeksha. Compassion, friendliness, cheerfulness, having fun, not taking life and everything seriously, and ignoring the stupidity of your own mind, ignoring all the crap.
And one of the things I loved about the training that really like drew me to it was about like dispelling the myths that there are about yoga and tantra and how they're originally just one thing. So maybe you can speak into a bit about that, like the origins and the literature, because you're so, you know, so much about that.
It's such a vast subject that no matter how much you explore, there is much more to explore. You can never say, I know it all, because you will always be in a state of knowing, not knowledge. The knowledge is dead, knowing is alive.
Ooh.
Moment to moment. Knowing is a process. When you know, moment to moment, you are in this space of awareness, mindfulness, and you are perceiving life directly. You are letting things, be absorbed, and that cannot be dead. That's why there is no path to truth. Because when you say there is a path to truth, that means truth is something dead, static. It's always going to be there, so you can follow a path and reach to the truth. That's what Krishnamurti said. Truth is a pathless land, because it has to be explored moment to moment. It cannot be something fixed where you can follow a path and reach there. So you have to awaken the capacity to observe moment to moment. So one of the misconceptions about yoga is it's because people are so materialistic. They want, even when they talk about spirituality, they are obsessed with material things. And
yes, it's all about like how is it going to make me look, or how is it going to have something that is measurable.
So anything you give human being, our mind is and our senses are always thinking about the external, the material, right? Anything you give in our hand, we will reduce it to the level of just physical body. It's like somebody gives you a plane to fly, and you start using it as a taxi in Ubud.
Or anywhere, not just in a bed.
So anyway, it's not going to give you the maximum benefit, right? Because you are not using its ultimate capacity. You are using the minimum possible. Just the motor which can be used as a bus or as a taxi. But if you know how to use it, it can make you fly. Right? Yeah. Same way, yoga can take you beyond your body, beyond your mind, make you reach to the spaces, to the areas of consciousness which are birthright to any human being. But we are using it like a gym culture, in a gym culture, just for getting fitness and muscles, and circus, by the way, party tricks. Yeah. People go to party and stand on their hand. All these yogis are on their head and say, look what I can do. Yes, you can do, but you're just being stupid. It's not meant for that. Yeah. It's meant for knowing who you are.
Maybe we can speak about the first sutra, because that's really powerful for understanding what yoga is.
The first sutra is Now
Yoga. Now Yoga.
Now Yoga. The first sutra is Now Yoga, because you have done all kind of games and you come to a point, I don't want to play any more games. Is there something more to life than playing games and wasting time? You can't pass time. Time will pass you. So time is your precious diamond, gold, your treasure, and you are wasting it here and there. Whereas with the same amount of time, Buddha became enlightened. You have the capacity to know yourself, your eternal self. Do you understand the significance of knowing yourself? Do you understand?
I do, yeah.
So the significance of, and what is the significance for you to knowing yourself?
For me, there's really nothing else that we're here to do, because self-realization and knowing who we are and what we're here to do, like, I don't really see anything else to spend my time doing, because it's like, that's why we're here.
Wow, I'm so proud of my student. She is brilliant. At the age of 23, she is so clear about the purpose of life. The goal of life is to know thyself. Because once you know yourself, the fear of death disappears.
Because you know you're eternal.
You are eternal. You have never died and you will never be born. You are never born and you are never died. You have always been here. Yeah. You are as ancient as the whole universe, the whole existence.
Yeah.
You're part of existence. Existence is your mother. It's like the ocean and we are the waves. But theoretically, knowing this is not going to help us. Actually knowing something, that there is a space within you which is beyond time, beyond death, beyond any kind of incident and accident. In the big picture of life and death and understanding, in the big picture of existence, life, birth, death, they are small episodes. You are an eternal pilgrimage.
Yeah.
These are small episodes in your eternal pilgrimage. Your birth and your death means nothing. It has very little meaning. Whether you are here in your body or without body, what matters is the intensity, the passion you can meet this life with.
How you can go into it with totality and presence.
Exactly.
So maybe we spoke a bit about yoga, and I guess that gives people tools to come to that self-understanding and a way of life. So yeah, it's not only asanas and the poses, it's your breath, it's your diet, it's your like whole attitude and philosophy towards life. And I think more than yoga, Tantra has even more misconceptions in society.
Exactly.
So maybe we could go into that, how they were both one and how it's become not what it truly was meant to be.
Yeah. Yoga and Tantra both are one. When you listen to that statement, what does it mean for you? If I say you and your body and your mind, your emotions, your feelings, your head and your heart, they are all separate. How does this sound? Are they fragmented? Your heart, your body, your breath, your soul, your arms, your knuckles, your joints, are they all fragmented? Or you exist as an organic unity?
Yeah, organic unity.
That's it, you answered yourself.
Yeah.
So as your whole existence, your embodiment is an organic unity, in the same way yoga and tantra have never been separated. They are an organic unity. When you are working on your body, breath and mind, that can be put in the category of yoga. When you go beyond your body, breath and mind, and you start working on your emotions, feelings, deep-rooted traumas, relationship, sexuality, you can start calling it Tantra. But it's just the name.
Just a label.
Just the label. It's the one organic whole movement.
Yeah.
Which you are doing. This movement, you are undertaking that journey to come back to your home, to the center of your being. To know actually, not theoretically, not as an idea, but actually knowing who you are, entering into the deepest realms of your own consciousness. So then at certain point you can call it yoga, at certain point you can call it tantra, at certain point you can call it mindfulness, meditation, just levels. And tragedy has happened to both the names. The name yoga is reduced to some kind of physical fitness program, and the word tantra is reduced to sexual orgy.
Yes.
That is like a misconception, mistranslation,
Yes.
lost in translation. Like the word guru, you said, Rishi is my guru. The word guru means one who has come out of his darkness, and his very presence can trigger a movement in you or can facilitate your, or support your coming out of darkness. So guru is not somebody a power seek. Now see the translation. How lost in trans. Now the guru has become some kind of cult leader, some kind of person who wants power over people, somebody who wants to manipulate people, misguide people. All that is bullshit. It's a propaganda done by the religions, by the missionaries. They mistranslated these words so that they can convert people into their belief system, into their religion. The truth is, guru is one who has ended his tiny little ego. He's not out for himself. He is in the service of divine, and he is not even like a person. He's more like a presence. And in that presence, things start happening. Something is triggered in you, a passion. Oh, if it is possible for a human being like this to be in this silence and peace and love and compassion, it's possible for me too. So guru is just an invitation to enter into your full possibility, to demand, to inquire, to explore the whole possibility of human consciousness. So it's just a presence, it's just an invitation. It's not even a guidance. He's not even a guide. He's not trying to lead you to anything. So there's a beautiful saying, don't follow me, I will not lead you. Do not lead me, I may not follow you. Let's just take a journey together, side by side.
Side by side.
It's more like two friends taking a journey together, helping, supporting each other. So you see all these terms, yoga, what they made out of yoga? Circus. Tantra, what they made out of tantra? Sexual urge. Guru, cult leader. So all these words got translated or on purpose misinterpreted. And we need to bring back the glory of these words.
That was going to be my next thing I wanted to mention is, so if you are living somewhere where you have that perception and that's what you're exposed to, what would be the first step, or what would you say to someone who's like, no, I want to do the real thing? Where do you start?
Come to us.
I knew you'd say that.
I'm still alive. You are still alive.
True.
We are there.
Yeah, and I guess if you're watching this, then that means you're guided.
You have already found us.
Exactly.
And then hang out with us and check out our programs. Yeah. And step by step, it will dispel the ignorance. Get educated, I would say. As if you want to become a doctor, you need the right education. You want to become an engineer, you need right education. Same way, when you want to become a yogi or a tantric and you want to work on your consciousness, don't do it at home. Do it in the right environment with right people. And then there are less chances to go astray.
Yeah. You'll be kept in the light.
Yeah. Always take help from the... don't go to a doctor who says, I have not studied the subject, but I want to do operation on you. I have not studied medicine, but I want to do operation on you. Will you go to that doctor? No. So you will go to a doctor who has properly gone through the university, studied medicine, done his practice. Then you will go to that doctor. You will trust that doctor. Similarly, if you want to become a yoga teacher, if you want to learn the subject, then get educated. And this is kind of our mission of life. What we are doing is creating a whole educational system for Tantra and Yoga, for well-being, health, so that people can get right kind of education. And then they Yeah.
Watch this space for the
I
upcoming
don't know. I
courses.
don't know. I wanted to say to you, for some reason, somewhere we took a wrong turn, and the same kind of quality control is not existing in the field of Tantra and Yoga. The more illiterate they are about the subject, they become kind of, oh, I'm so spiritual. No, you are not. How about get a right kind of education, right kind of training, and then you talk about this subject. Lack of education, illiteracy became associated with spirituality. I don't appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, these traditions are thousands of years old.
And the people who have developed this tradition, they were highly developed, sophisticated minds of their time.
Yeah.
Like Buddha can be compared to Einstein. Patanjali was one of the great mathematicians of his time. So highly developed intelligence and, as you say, wisdom within.
Yeah, so that was the next thing I was going to say.
Wisdom
so obviously
within.
there's a lot of different types of knowledge and a lot of access to knowledge on the internet these days. And so for me, one of my missions is to like show people that all the answers are within them and guiding them home to themselves. And that's something that, you know, the presence of a guru can do. But I also think, yeah, I wanted you to speak into what the power of wisdom is and what wisdom is to you.
I would not say all the source of all knowledge is within you. I would say the spiritual knowledge is within you. The material knowledge, you still have to study science.
Yeah.
And that brings us to another question. How come people study so many, so many people are studying science, they are science students, scientists, and still they are superstitious. They are believing in all kind of nonsense. How is that possible? Because studying science has nothing to do with what you are inside. Studying science means you are studying the material thing, the external thing. But studying yourself is of ultimate value. And that is, there is a word in yoga, it's called swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means self-study. And how can you study yourself? Now you are trying to learn what the importance of what I am saying. So what is the state of your mind right now? You are passive and listening. Passive and aware. Can you do the same to yourself? Can you listen to your own mind being passive and aware?
Becoming the witness.
Passive awareness.
Yeah.
And that is another word for witnessing. Witnessing means just being like a mirror. Mirror doesn't say you are beautiful, ugly. Doesn't say anything. It just reflects. Can you become a mirror? A reflecting mirror. So whatever comes and goes, you don't identify, no judgment, just reflect. And that's the listening, right listening. Right listening means not saying this is good, this is bad, choosing this over that, just listening. Like you are listening to the waterfall. Yeah. Just seeing.
Exactly, like it's accessible to do that wherever you are, like through nature, through interacting with a person.
And that's the real meditation, witnessing. Passive listening, passive watching, that's the real meditation. And everything else we are doing, yoga, tantra, all the tools we are using it to reach to that place.
Yeah.
Where you can just be a witness. Because that's you. You don't have to become that. You're born with that.
Yeah.
It's your inbuilt capacity. You are born enlightened. You don't have to become enlightened. For anything else, you need a special talent. If you want to become a musician, you need a special talent. If you want to become a doctor or artist, you need talent. But this one, You don't need any special talent, you are born with it. Everybody is born enlightened. Whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. If you know it, your life will become much easier.
How so?
Because you know you are the emperor, you don't have to beg for love. You are born with the immense, inexhaustible source of love, that is you.
So how would you define wisdom?
Wisdom is the capacity to read between the lines.
I love that.
Wisdom is awakening your perception, the capacity to see things directly as they are, not as they should be, they could be, but as they are. Wisdom is your love for truth. Wisdom is your ability to stay with what is, not what should be, what could be.
So on this journey, well, you said it isn't a path, but on the pursuit of truth or the journey of truth, who are you? Who are you, Risi? Tell me.
Nobody.
Who's that?
Just a nobody, nothingness. And who am I and who are you is not different from each other. You are a nothingness, I am a nothingness. I am nobody, you are nobody. If you think you are somebody, that's an illusion. That's the bondage, that's the ignorance. It's being at ease with your nothingness, being at ease with your nobodiness is the wisdom. Not trying to fill that empty space with any kind of crap. But it's okay to be nobody. It's okay to be nothing. Most people say, oh, I'm so lonely. Because they are not at ease with their nothingness. They try to fill it with all kind of junk, whether it is psychological, intellectual, or they go for binge shopping, binge eating. You're just trying to fill that emptiness because nobody has trained you how to be at ease with that emptiness. That's what I'm saying. You're born enlightened, you're born empty. You can't fill that. The whole process of filling that with food, with furniture, with material things, or with intellectual bullshit is wrong. When you realize that I am empty, I am nothing, nobody, and that's how it's the nature of the thing. The whole existence is made of nothingness. Even the scientists agree now. So to be in that nothingness at ease.
And why is there something rather than nothing?
Don't ask me. This is how things are. Even this table looks so solid. But ask the scientist. It's big space made of big nothingness. This is how the existence is. Nothingness is no-thingness. It's pure energy. It's not empty. It's full of energy. But there are no things there.
Just energy.
Yeah, just energy. So it's not a negative state. It's a very positive, very, very fulfilling state. It's full of energy, full of love, full of celebration, dance. There's a dance of nothingness. Okay, enough for today.
Beautiful, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lots of love.
Lots of love and blessings.